Getting organized in your toolbox is one of the best feelings that you can get. Okay, we did wrench organization. Now we're going to talk about socket organization. The challenge is how to get good, solid, bang for the buck organization. And we're looking at like a DIY to prosumer kind of level. Now the cart we're working with is still that 2-drawer hyper tough cart here. Why are we working with that one? Well, because that's the one we have. And we're gonna maybe get some more in and some other stuff. If you have some suggestions about carts that you'd like to see, hey, how can you organize them? What kind of sets can you build out to them? Put them down in the comments below. We'll see if we can get in. But that said, let's see what kind of socket organization we can get with this cart. Now the sockets we're working with is, let's be honest, this is gonna be really overkill for this cart. We've got the US General Master sets from Quinn. We got the 1/2 inch set, we've got the 3/8 set, we've got the 1/4 inch. Then we also have the 1/2 inch impact, the 3/8 impact, and then just for fun, we're gonna also try and see if we can squeeze the bit socket set in there as well. Now we're starting off using the WorkPro magnetic socket organizer here. Now this is a 6-piece set. It handles 1/2 inch, 3/8, and 1/4 inch. Now let's go and see how well that fits or doesn't fit into this cart, and let's see if that's going to be the right solution for you. Be honest, nothing feels quite as good as a well-organized toolbox. Now we're still in the 2-drawer box from Hyper Tough. We were talking about wrench organization before, but now we're talking about sockets. I reached out to WorkPro, who we worked with in the past, great company, and I had them send me their magnetic socket organizers. And when I say magnetic, I mean magnetic. I was gonna say, I was really kind of stunned with how, if you get them on here, unless you get it off the edge like that, the magnet on this is kind of insane. But in this case, there's good, bad, and ugly about this. And we're going to discuss what's good, what's bad, and what's not. So what I've done is I have all the master sets from the Quinn line at Harbor Freight. And we busted them out of the boxes and we filled up the cart. So let's take a look and see what all is organized. Here you can see our SAE sockets, nicely organized. This is almost all 1/2 inch, some 3/4, and the 1/4 inch. Then we got the metric over on the other side, same kind of layout. And then we got a couple wrenches and whatnot. But those are big sets. I mean, they're very comprehensive sets. So where's everything else? And as good as that looked, here it is with all the sockets. And there's some extra sockets. Now the wrenches we'll get to at the end here. But yeah, that's the problem with these, is they're not the most efficient when it comes to space. And besides what we got in the drawer, we got one of the magnetic sets or holders up here for some more of the 3/4. As far as the impact sets, well, I've got the 1/2 inch down here. We just took the blow molded case apart. It fits, it's nice, but it's still, I mean, with all these laying down sideways, it's a huge waste of space. We're going to have to find another solution for that. Then the bit set and the 3/8 set of impacts are down here on the bottom, still in their cases. Maybe once we get this done, we can figure out another way to do that. I don't know. And then if you guys want to see this, that's kind of where we're at with the wrenches. Now, speaking of wrenches, we got this one up here. Somebody complained before that when I did the test about whether it would hold stuff, would it actually, if I can get this thing off here, would it do would these hold the wrenches where they're supposed to be? So let's put them nice and center like we had everything else. Make sure they're in their spot. Well, let's close the cabinet. Give it a little drop there. It came off. So let's see if, without dropping it, if I just close it, there we go. And it's still there. And again, drop it. It will come off, but the wrenches, all but one, stayed where they're supposed to go. So there you go, just trying to be fair. Okay, needless to say, if you're doing an overkill set like this with the master socket sets, this isn't gonna be enough, all right? It's a great set, it looks nice, and once you get everything filled in there, you're like, that's fantastic. But then you look at everything you have left over and you're like, what am I supposed to do with all of this? I think this set is great for kind of just more of an average build. The build I'm kind of going out here is more for the high-end prosumer. It's like the kitchen sink kind of sockets. The sets, if we look at it, like this set here, it comes with, as far as like metrics easy to tell, all right? For the 1/2 inch, you're looking 10 to 20. Now for like the traditional kind of like basically you'd order a set, it'd come on a cheap plastic rail and you'd get like the sizes 10 to 20 non-skip. That'd be perfect. Now the thing is these master sets are becoming more prevalent, more guys are getting into it, and we're going way beyond the standard, a set of 10 to 20. It's going a lot smaller, a lot bigger, in this case going a heck of a lot bigger. This isn't just gonna handle it, but for those of you who do, it's a beautiful set. The magnets on it are incredibly strong. And for $57, that's a solid set. I can highly recommend that if this is gonna fit you. Now remember, we always say, right tool for the job. There's no one-size-fits-all solution. I'm sorry, there just isn't. I've been doing this for 10 years and I've been looking for one and it's not there, all right? So let's be honest about that. Now, the WorkPro makes another style. In fact, tons of other people make this style as well. And this is kind of, the little pin style where it has these little pins that the things sit on, and it tells you at the top of it what the number is that it goes with. Now, this set's gonna be more comprehensive. If we look at the metric side, they got 1/2 inch, you've got 3 1/4, and you've got the 1/4 inch. So you get 2 1/2 inch. So in the 1/2 inch, it starts as low as 10, goes up to 19, and then on the second tray, it starts at 20 and goes all the way up to 27. Seems like it's great, right? Except my set goes up to 32, and a lot of the other sets go larger as well. I've got one of the older Tecton master sets. And here's the other issue I've had with the Tecton. I don't know about other ones, but on the 1/4 inch, the inside broach on it isn't thick enough or isn't wide enough to sit on the spindles in these things, and it just kind of sits on top of it, and it's pretty annoying, honestly. So again, this is not a one-size-fits-all. This is going to fit larger sets for sure. But again, you've got to look at this and go, is this going to handle all the sockets that I've got? And this set comes in at $42, this is a lot of storage. This holds 176 pieces. This holds 143 pieces. It's better looking. It's easier to grab all the pieces. It's magnetic. But again, if you need more, you need more, okay? But again, it's not perfect. This is not a one size fits all. I think what I'm going to have to go to is I'm going to have to break down and go for the individual socket rails. Now, WorkPro sells those as well. These are their magnetic ones, a 3-piece aluminum alloy rail set here, 1/4 inch by 12 by 3/8 and 1/2 inch. So you're getting 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch with each rail system, and it's $25. So you're gonna have to, it's gonna probably end up being more and everything else, but if you wanna fit everything you can in this kind of box or a different box or anything, you know what I'm saying. You're going to have to go with that more kind of, modular system, like something like this. Let me know for you, what systems do you use? What works out for you? Do you think this magnetic system that we've got that we displayed here is going to work for the systems you have? Or do you think it's not enough? Or do you think it's overkill? Let me know down in the comments. And if there's other testing like this, we've done the wrenches, we're doing the sockets. I guess we can talk about pliers and screwdrivers and stuff like that next. We're going to be doing a build set this year. We're breaking it up. For those of you who've been following the channel, we've got basically 3 locations here. I have a 3-car shop that's where we're going to be doing all the like pro and value pro kind of stuff. And then we've got here at the studio, we're going to set up kind of like a 1-car garage area over there and do like the prosumer grade kind of stuff. And then we're going to have the, at home, we're going to do the home level DIY kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you've liked and subscribed. Don't forget to ring the bell on the way out. That's all I got for you today. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.